There's reports a team of Guardians went dark near the old Skywatch. They were running a mission for Dead Orbit, had codes to a hidden array that could reconnect us to other colonies in the system. If we can find their ghosts, maybe we can open that array.
Ooh, what's up guys, Generagent here. Today got some more Destiny. Finally back on Destiny after a short break because I got a Wii U. So now we're back on Destiny just to record a bit. I have to get used to the controller again because it's I'm so used to the gamepad, which is such a big quote unquote controller, and I'm going back to like the PS4 controller and even the Wii U Pro controller, which I got in the mail yesterday. It's so small in comparison. It's quite the adjustment, and the problem is I'm playing Destiny, I'm playing Splatoon, I'm playing Smash on occasion, and they all use different controllers. So obviously Destiny is PS4 controller. Splatoon does not have the support for the Wii U Pro controller because it heavily relies on the gamepad for some of its functions, such as super jumping and navigating through the different menus, which is understandable. And then we have Smash, which I don't like playing with the Wii Pad because it's a bit big, it's a bit clunky, and it takes a bit longer to get to the right analog stick. Which means it takes a bit longer to get off them smash attacks, which I kind of want to do. It's a very big part of Smash, I would think. So I need that. So I'm actually using 3 different controllers to play. Obviously, with my PC gaming, I mostly use the PlayStation 4 controller. But if on the very, very rare occasion where I play something like Counter-Strike doesn't really have full controller support. It has partial support. So you have to realistically you have to play with the keyboard. So that'll be 4 things that I'm managing my way through there, and it's all an adjustment period. I'm not even sure what this button does. Oh, that's my punch button. I have been using that. So yeah, I don't know, it's a bit weird on my hands, but we'll make it through. I'm not quite sure what we're doing in Destiny. This is the mission, I believe, where we actually get our heavy weapon upgrade. So finally we'll be able to use them heavy weapons and make use of them, because they are extremely useful in taking down the bigger enemies, I have to admit. And they're a very, very good addition to your arsenal of attacks. I mean, the primary's alright, and the secondary is always nice, the special weapon. And die, bugger! The punching's always fantastic. Let's see if I've got anything worthwhile to put on. No, it's in 21. That's 34. Not a chance. That's fine. We are supercharged though, which is sweet. I don't think I've shown supercharged yet, so that'll be interesting. We'll go super Saiyan. Anyone else been watching Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball Super. Basically, what it's doing so far. There's been 5 episodes, maybe 4, and in those 4 episodes, it's basically been recanting or retelling the events of the movie Battle of Gods. I believe that's what it was called. Decent film. Well, I watched it. What? Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. We're hunting shit. Pretty good film, but the anime is basically catching people up. For those who didn't see it, they're building it up, and they're at the point where Beerus is heading to Earth, the god of destruction. Spoiler alert! But that's it. It's interesting. I actually saw what do you call it? The new movie, the one where Frieza returns. I acquired it, and it was a very interesting film. It was actually pretty good. It didn't have a sense of urgency though. It was laid back. It was a nice thing to just sit down and watch. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And that was actually cool, because if you did not know, Goku has I'll spoiler territory again if you haven't quite picked up the new Dragon Ball and don't know where it's going, so be careful. Don't do that. Don't do that! Guy! Lord Magician, how dare you? Where the... Goku has the ability to go Super Saiyan God, which is very, very cool. In the I think that's the two we need. In the Battle of the Gods, it's like a, it's like a red in the first movie, and then in the second one, Dragon Ball, I think it's the Return of F. I think it's that. I think that's what it's called. Dragon Ball F. It actually shows it to be blue, and it's really awesome the way they look. I'm a big fan of the way Super Saiyan looks, and it's possibly one of the coolest powers that I've seen in anime. Second to the Sharingan, of course. Love that power. Love the visual prowess ones, man. The one that's, you know, they take physical appearance into the eye and they change it. Big fan of that. Code Geass, the Geass takes effect in the eye, and that looks pretty awesome. Even in Tokyo Ghoul, the eyes are the main telltale that they've gone into that ghoul state. They look really cool. Ugh. But yeah, the Dragon Balls, I like the Super Saiyan. They look pretty awesome, and the blue is extremely very cool. That's how I describe it, wasn't it? I'm going blind. So yeah, nice and rant about, not even a rant, just a discussion, just Dragon Ball, man. I'm watching actually quite a lot of animes that come out on the Sunday. Yesterday, when I looked on the site where I mostly watch anime, 3 of the things that I'm currently watching just all appeared. I was like, wow, yes, let's do this. That's an hour of my life that's going to be well spent. It's been Gangster, which is amazing. It's a fantastic series. It's about these 2 badasses and these Twilights, which are, I don't know, superhumans almost. I wouldn't describe them as that though. And they're a very cool concept. I want to learn more about them. I kind of like these shit, man. These things where they're kind of overpowered. I'm blinding myself. Do I have a super? I do. Let's use it. Let's do this quickly. Boom, baby. How many I killed 4? Nice. Yeah, so that's my super. It's like a slam. Let's kill some of them. So yeah, Gangster, kind of cool. I actually really like the way that anime is showcased. Its feel to it, it's very cool. Got these 2 badass characters taking jobs. Handyman, they're called. Then we have God Eater, which I'll admit, it's a bit of an odd. It's a bit odd. I think it's like Attack on Titan, although I've never watched it. About these creatures that take overrun planet Earth, and the last main bases of human race are inside a walled-off city, and they're trying to build a safe haven where they won't be. Fuck me. Let's not die here, I suppose. They're trying to make a safe haven for Earthlings, and using these things called God Arcs, which destroy these creatures, or the best way to tackle these creatures. And God Eaters wear them. But the artistic style of that is kind of like, it's a bit weird. It's very much something where your eyes will definitely have to get used to it. Fuck me, man. He came up close. So your eyes have to get used to it, I have to admit. And it's the way the anime, it's the way it flows, it's a bit odd as well. So it's something that you have to get used to. I think it's a long haul kind of thing. Even though I think it's about 13 episodes, 12 or 13 episodes. So I'm watching that, and then Dragon Ball Super came out on the same day. That's the Sunday. That's my Sunday. And I believe midweek I have Naruto, which I watched on the Thursday. And I think Overlord. I think that's a Wednesday, but it might have been moved to a Saturday. So Saturday is Overlord, which is kind of like where this guy's stuck inside a game, and he becomes this big skeleton dude and decides to roll over. Now, the one thing I do like, Overlord's nice. It's a nice little thing to watch. The 2 best things are the outro song and the intro song. Oh, I hit bad guys. Those songs are just incredible. When they come out properly, I will definitely be acquiring them because they sound great. It's not. I don't think it's usually the type of things that. Oh my god, I flubbed that. They're not usually the type of songs that I listen to. They're a bit more dancey. They're not as rock as I would listen to, but they're very catchy, and it's a decent anime as well. Oh, hello, wizard. I'm a wizard, Harry. Let's kill him real quick. Why are you so... Oh, hello. Let's punch him. It just flopped. It just flopped down. Yeah, there's still another round. Yep, there they are. Big boys. Oh, I have a super. It's going to come in handy, I think. I think there's a knight that comes here soon. But we're not going to waste our super on these guys. They can die in a shot. There's an acolyte. I keep calling them apocalypes. Because I've just always said that. I've never really took the time. Oh, there we go. There's a knight. I haven't got a grenade. Shield up, shield up, shield up. Oh god, man. Let's not die here today. Nice. I think it's just acolytes left at the moment. Yeah. And I think there's one more round. Oof. It's all happening here. I'm going to cut this episode down to this one. It's quite a long episode, to be honest. And you know, we've had a good discussion. You know, tell me what animes you guys watch, man. I want to know if anyone is watching. And I want to know. I like finding new animes to watch, and my favourites are the one where there's this guy who is completely OP and he just destroys everyone. But then people think he's not OP, so they challenge him, and then they get absolutely demolished. Like he's a silent character that does so much work. He's a lone wolf, silent. Yeah, that kind of guy. The badass type. That's what I like watching. I think one of the best examples is in the first series, the first part of Sword Art Online, Kirito. He's quite badass there. Who else was there, man? There's a character that I really liked recently. I think it was from someone called K, and he wasn't the main character, but it was called Mo. Maybe it was. God, I didn't really get him full on. I'm not sure on the range of this thing yet. The capabilities of this downwards attack. So let's put out this shotty and see if we can just finish him off there. Nice, 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 nice. Special always does a little bit more. Nope. Let's go over to Ghosty Overboy. Yeah, so tell me, guys. Tell me what anime stuff like. I will leave my anime list in the description below, so you can check out the things I've watched, the things that I enjoy, and the things that I'm currently watching, to get an idea of what I like to see. I believe we're done here. It's a good discussion. We faced off a foe. We've made some progress in the game. Let's just, if I leave now, what we'll do, we'll go down to Earth, into the tower, because we should have gained the ability to get a heavy weapon, which will obviously, like I said, be a big part of our arsenal. Is that a scout rifle? Damn it. We need a scout rifle. That's the same thing. Let's just upgrade this. That's fine. Not a problem. 15, 16, 16. Let's get them on. Okay. Let's head down to the tower and do this thing. We made progress. That was quite a long part, to be honest. I didn't anticipating it being that long, but we're on to the 14-minute mark here. And I want to keep my episodes shorter. It helps with viewer retention, and it allows me to get more out, because for the most part I render in, well, for Destiny and for my Wii U uploads that I've had, I've only been doing it at 720p. I've been recording in 720p. I could always buff it up to 1080p, and I plan to soon. It's just that I was a bit skeptical how much file space I would take up with recording at 1080p, but there was only a small increase per hour from what I've been looking at on the Elgato for how much space it takes up per recording, and it does something ridiculously low as well, so it's really good in terms of file capacity, the Elgato, I've noticed, with the 720p, and the 1080p isn't that much of a boost. I think it's a bit more per hour, but it's nothing ridiculous. So I might start recording that, and I might actually start making use of this 2 terabyte hard drive that I'm sticking on my desk here, that I've got plugged in. It's barely got any data on it, and I could just throw all my recordings on there. I could path it all there, and I'm probably going to do that. I can start recording at 1080p. Obviously, the render times, when I'm adding my audio and any color correction that may be required, it'll probably take, instead of 30 minutes, probably take about 2 hours. There's a huge difference in terms of rendering, but I think it's something that will happen eventually when I get the time to do that, because obviously when I'm rendering, it kind of stops my PC from doing anything too productive, so I can't really be running Audacity, Game Capture HD, and any other application I have at the same time while I'm rendering. And if I'm using Audacity and Game Capture, not a chance. I mean, when I'm rendering, I can probably have the applications open, but if they're not running, there's obviously no point of having them open. And I don't want my time to be wasted and my PC to not be in a good mood. Oh, not in the space, of course. Why not? Oh, sweet bounties. We can get bounties now. I think we could get bounties before. I forgot to grab them. That was a waste. That was a huge waste. I want a rocket launcher. Let's get this one. Nice. So we have a heavy weapon. That's our heavy weapon now. And let's actually pick up some bounties before we end off here, because they're going to be extremely important for our ranking up. No. Yep, that'll do. That'll do as well. Let's, any more? No. Sweet. So any of them that we get, the better. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Let's just pull up our character. So we have this now, which will be great. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. I've been John Origins, and I'm out. So, peace.